Hello, investor and trader. Welcome back to another episode of Live Day Trading and Recap. So today I captured some trades and I want to share with you guys some of the setup. Some of the setup went well, some of the setup did not went well. It just happened, it is part of trading, right? And overall, the market today was pretty red. After that, I want to cover the YouTube account, which is the swing trading account. I sold some shares, and after that, let's talk about overall market and call it a day, right? So when the market opens, I was watching CI. Now, notice when the market opens today that the overall market was pretty green, right? The Dow almost up 200 points. Meanwhile, CI is down almost 4%, or on its way to 4% down. That gets my attention because remember, one of my favorite strategies is cash is falling knife, right? So I'll begin to watch this since 6:30, which is the market open. This is California time. This is New York time. That's why you see the two time are different. I don't know how to set it up to California time on Fidelity platform. If you know how, let me know. Okay, so CI is tanking. Now, when do I buy? I notice here the stochastic is low and the RSI is low, right? Which I like. But that doesn't mean to jump in. We need a confirmation. We need a reversal signal. So I'm gonna sit there and wait. Meanwhile, I watch other stocks too, and chit chat with my friends on the conference call. So I've been past for a little bit because there's no entry yet. Now you may ask, why don't you short it? Well, I don't know how low it will go. Maybe it bounces at 206 or 205, right? We don't know. I don't want, and is shorting we better if you short like up here, at least for a bounce and short. Right now, it's a little too late to short. You can notice it's the stochastic and RSI is getting too low to short. That's why I didn't want to short. I just want to wait for the reverse, or at least for the reversal. So let me pass for a little bit. Remember, all this time I'm still watching. Right here, I thought this is the reversal signal right here. Let me scroll back a little bit because it bounced pretty good off of the 205. At that, I'm like, oh, did I miss the bottom in my mind? But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait. And nope, continue to the downside. At this point, we're over 4%. For this company, 4% is quite a downside. I was waiting for the first green candle, or at least the first green candle. This right here was pretty tricky. I thought this right here was a reversal right there, but no, I decided to wait. I thought this can go down to 200 or near the 201 or 200. Okay, first green candle shows up finally, right, around 204. So 204 can act as a key level support or key level of interest, but I'm waiting for that confirmation. Meanwhile, I was watching other stocks too on the other screen. So I decided to jump in CCL right here instead of CI. So CCL, the reason why I decided to jump in is because of this. Let me draw this right here. Stock is falling. RSI is increasing. This is known as RSI convergent divergence. So I'm thinking at that time, okay, this is creating higher high and higher low. Maybe this is the reversal. So I decided to jump in. I was up quite a bit, maybe like $100, but that didn't hit my target. My target was somewhere up here. So I decided to hold on, and then it went down a little bit. So at this point, I look through here now, and that's why I have a different time frame, right? For the past 5-day, 30-minute, past 10-day, 1 hour chart. So I was thinking, okay, maybe you go down to 2260, 22 and a half potential. That's where I want to decide to add a little bit more. Notice my size, only 2,000 shares, which is not a big amount for my account size. Remember, do not go all in, right? You have to leave room for error just in case. So right here, I got very excited. I was like, yay, it can finally go down a little bit. I can, average my cost down a little bit. So like I said, I was watching this right here at the 60. But unfortunately, that didn't happen because it lingered around 280, 2280 for a bit. This right here, Paul, take out all the stop loss people, the hard stoppers, and then the stock bounce. I'm like, oh man, dang it. So now I want to sell, like I said, the original target because I didn't sell right here. Didn't hit my target. So almost hit my target, but not quite. I wasn't fast. I was not fast enough because it went back down a little bit. So no biggie. Gonna wait again because I know it's coming. There we go, sold. But market order. What do you expect, right? So yeah, because of this right here. Overall, this thing went up to like 25-ish and then went back down. Next trade, DFS. So let me go back too fast. So DFS right here. Oops, too fast. Scroll back a little bit. Okay, DFS. I like the way the formation looks. So I jumped in. I noticed this is going back down. Inverted hammer, not the quite location, but it's a candlestick sloping up. And I noticed this is a pretty big green candle, right? Almost the same size as this one, followed by another big green candle. So okay, and I noticed here it's creating a bunch of higher lows and higher lows. So resistance is right here, but I at that time I'm like, okay, I think it could break right here. So that's why I decided to enter around 80 cents. Market order, 1,000 shares. I would say half size or a third. Do not go all in, right? Always leave room for error. Sell target is somewhere up here. So you may argue, why not up here? Well, you could if you want, right? You take some partial here. Now, you watch my video, I hardly take partials. I should take partials, right? But notice something right here. Let's say right here, right, went up and went back down. Now it's going back up again. Now, let's say you might think, okay, maybe it hit this or higher, right? So you might leave your order, sell order right here or up here. But when this happened, it went back down, right? When you saw this big red candle, you probably like, oh, dang it, you know what I mean? So therefore, when I see this price action, I want to set a little bit lower so that way I guarantee profit. Some profit is better than no profits. So sometimes when a resistance, I like to sell like 10 cents or 15 cents below just to guarantee that I get out. And there you go. Sold. Kind of near right here, kind of the previous high. So that was a quick 400 something. So now I'm up 666. So like I was thinking, you know what? I'm a little bit tired because there was a time it's really 3 hours into trading and 3 hours on a conference call with my crypto buddies. So I'm like, let's try to make 1,000. It's only like $300 to go, right? So at least that's what I thought during that time. So I decided to make one more trade. CI. I went back to CI. So I jumped in on this candle right here, but notice something right here. Oops, let me close that. I want to get the draw tools. Right here, I should have seen this coming, but I wasn't paying attention because at this time, I was in CCL. But notice right here, it does the same formation right here. Stock is falling, right? But notice the RSI. This is the 5-minute. Notice the RSI is increasing. This is known as RSI convergence divergence again. And I should have seen it, but unfortunately I was looking at CCL at that time. And here's the pretty much the confirmation right here where it's time to reverse around 205. Now the better price would be 204-ish or 205, but I got in at 206. Not the ideal price. My sell target is somewhere up here because the previous resistance around 207. Let me pass forward a little bit. Now notice the time. Like I said, at this time I'm a little bit tired of trading. So I got in half size or a quarter or a fifth is only 500 shares. Normally I trade 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 shares. Right here I was up a little bit, a couple $100, but it did not hit my target, so decided to not get out. Then the stock went back down. This right here should be a signal right there, the topping tail followed by a red candle. Stochastic sloping down. It should give me an idea, okay, this is going back down. But not to panic because I still think that it could go up at least near 207. So I decided to hold on, and I was a little bit tired. So I use a limit order. Okay, I'm gonna AFK now. I'm getting really tired. Kind of funny, right? AFK in the middle of trading. Came back like on maybe another hour-ish or so. And then I saw it going back up again because when I away the computer, or at least my laptop, I have my phone and I can see the price of CI. And now it's getting back to 206, so I decided to come back to my laptop. And then I was watching it pretty closely. Then I noticed something. Okay, I don't think, because right now the Nasdaq and the Dow is pulling back, which got me a little bit worried. So I like, you know what, just forget it. I'm just gonna get out. Some profit is better than no profit, and I decided to do that. So I got out. quick little 51 bucks. Up for the day, 718 bucks. That's pretty much my day trading part. Let me pause the video and go to the other account. Okay, so let's go to CCL and see what happened after I sold it. It's kind of funny. At the end of the near the end of the day, the market sell off. I didn't expect that to happen. Well, in a way, I kind of do. I'll explain why. So yeah, I went up all the way to here, and I sold it somewhere right here. So it's not a bad, selling price because it went back down. After that, let's check out DFS. Wow, it's a little bit laggy. So like I said, oh, I didn't say that. So DFS went all the way to 122. That was, yeah, that was pretty nice, right? But no, I got out somewhere right here. At least near the top. And then after that, CI. Yep, couldn't pass it. Sold it right here, and then went back down. Okay, so up for the day, 700-ish. Not a bad day and not a great day. But man, it's Friday. Normally my Fridays are red days. So let's go to the swing trade account, which is the YouTube account. So if you notice here, I got rid of some of the shares already. I got rid of CCL from the previous video. I got rid of THO. I got rid of DFS, which means I took profit, by the way, not a loss. And I sold Visa. So I'm currently holding MGen, BYM, Logi, Autodesk, and DLTR for my trading ideas. Now, all these are down, right? Obviously, it's all red. That's good. That's good. I already prepared for that. That's why it is important to size it properly. If you notice here, I have 8,000 in cash, making 9,000 in cash, plus full margin. So 25,000 buying power margin plus 8K. But you know me, right? I'm not going to use 100% margin. Hell no. I'm not that crazy based on my experience of doing this for so long. I'm going to use around 50% at most. So that's like 12, 13,000 plus 8,000, so around 20,000 plus cash or plus buying power for the market to go down or whatever, right? Okay, so let's talk about this right here. I want to show you guys this. I don't know if you can hear or not though, but if you watch this video that I made back in August 30th on is Zoom a buying opportunity, you can see right here on the daily, it is all-time high. Not that scary when you go to the daily. Now let's look at the weekly. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, stochastic RSI is getting a little too high. Remember how I told you when you swing trade or buying a stock, we want these two metric to be low. The lower the better, right? Now this is where it gets really scary. The monthly chart. Look at that monthly. 82 RSI and 97. Dude, the max is like around 100. It's almost maxed. So what that tells you, a correction or a pullback of the market is coming. And I have proof for here to show you guys based on statistics of the stock market. So I posted this a couple days ago. So you look at the overall market of the return from 1928 to 2001, pretty much 100 years. So that's how I know the correction is coming, based on the stochastics based on statistics, sorry, and based on charts, right? We can clearly see that the historic, based on 100 years, September tend to be a red month. Now here is another source. It's from lazyprofitetf.com. We can see the two red months on average is August and September. Now these are a bunch of data. Like I said, my background is engineering. As an engineer, you know how important data is, right? The more samples, the better. Well, stock market is the same thing. We have to look at the history of the stock market overall index. Which month is green, which month is red, so we be prepared. On top of that, look at the overall day market. How high is RSI and how high is the stochastic? The higher it is, especially above 80, you should be like, oh shit, this is getting a little too high, right? So here's another source, two different sources. This one is on marketvolume.com. It even said right here, September is the worst month of the year and August the second worst month back in 1950s, right? All the data, data doesn't lie, right? But, people lie. But at least you get the idea, right? So that is why I'm already aware that, hey, man, the correction is coming. And guess what? Here it is. Okay, let me go to the Dow Jones .dji on the chart. So it is a crash or a correction? I think it's a correction, not a crash, because I think this year is going to be green. Yeah, that's not a topic, but so far, let's look at the charts. So the Dow is red like what, 5 days in a row, which is good, right? Stochastic is sloping down. RSI is sloping down. That's good. Now, where is the bottom? Well, the next support key level is right here at 150. Oh, sorry, 100. Let me zoom out a little bit, like the 6 months or a year, you can see it better. So the last time it hit, well, not the last time, but many time it hits the 50, right? This is the daily. This is the Dow Jones index. So it hits right there, almost hit right here, the next level, right? But notice something right here. See how low it gets? Look at the stochastic. It's really low, lower than this one, right? So are we near the bottom? Possible, possible, possible. Now let's look at the weekly. As we can see, right? Sometimes it hits this 20 moving average. This is the weekly, the bigger time frame. So right now it's getting close, but not quite. But it's getting there. Now let's check out the monthly. Monthly still is high. Look at the stochastic. It's 96. So, and you notice here, right? It likes to hover around this 6 EMA. Sometimes even the 20 EMA, which is the blue one right here. So we are still more down to go. I hate to say that, but there are more to the downside. Maybe worst case scenario, I'll go down to here. Boom, to 31,000-ish. It's not going to be exact though, but at least we have an idea that, hey, it could fall this much. Now, what happens if it falls that much? So let's do some quick little math real quick. The Dow Max was 35.6. So we take 31 minus 35.6. That's like what, 4.6 divide 35.6. That's 12%. Could be. I don't think the Dow will tank that much, down 12%. It could be. I don't know, right? The market it could do whatever it wants. But we have to be aware of that when that happens. And if it does happen, don't freak out. That is why when I swing trade, it's good to give room for error. Just like this right here, BMY. I think BMY is a good example. Wow, it is getting laggy. So BMY, I bought on this candle over here. Let me zoom out better, a better picture, at least to 6 months. I like this candle over here. It's lie right on the 200 moving average, a bullish pin bar, but next candle is not a higher high. We can see it, right? So therefore, it's continue to the downside. Notice all this right here. There's no higher high, just a bunch of higher lows, which is fine. That's why I only buy a small portion, right? I only bought 20 shares, 1,000 something dollar position. Size properly, right? Just in case it goes down, and it did. So where is the bottom? Well, we have to zoom out to the weekly and see where is the next key level of support. We can clearly see it's around 61 and 60. So that is my next buy target for BMY. And that is pretty much how I, trade. Just pretty decent stock in terms of, not the crazy mRNA type of stock or AMC type of stock. These are pretty predictable, right? Once they hit this key level, guess what's going to happen? They're going to bounce, right? Stochastic is sloping down. We're just kind of near the bottom already, like right here. So we are near there, and that's my next buying target. So that's pretty much wrap up the video. So the correction is almost here. I think it is here. So do expect at least a 4 or 5% correction in the month of September, because that's the average based on historical data. So don't be surprised. And if you are on margin, just be careful. All right. See you guys next video. Bye.